Dusty Baker was trying to win a World Series for the first time as a manager. He comes up short with the Houston Astros, now speaking at the podium in Houston.
Dusty, just how tough is this loss just to take a World Series, especially for you personally, getting this close and coming up short?
Well, yes, it's tough, big time, and but they played great. We couldn't keep them in the ballpark, and we walked somebody. Then that's what led to the crooked number of innings. But their pitching shut us down. First, I'd like to, above all, just say congratulations to Brian Snitker and the Braves and the town of Atlanta. And yeah, it's tough, but something you gotta keep on keep on trucking that, and that gives you even more incentive next year. It's tough to take now, but this too shall pass. It really hurts, but it's over.
Go to Brian on your left, Dusty, fourth row. Dusty, do you believe that you'll be managing this team next year? Do you want to manage this team next year?
Yeah, because still got some unfinished business, and I love these guys over here. I love the town of Houston. The fans are behind us, and these guys, they gave it their all. They played, through adversity, through a lot of stuff this whole year. We just kind of, ran out of gas pitching wise. Our guys were, nobody complained, nobody alibied, and I'm not going to alibi, like we got outplayed tonight. And, what can you do except go home, take a shower, figure out how you're going to come back and win it next year. Look, last year we got one game short of the World Series, and this year we were 2 games short of the championship. So I guess that's progress.
Stay on your left with Allison.
Dusty, over here. Were you surprised at all with the lack of power? Just the fact that there were just 2 home runs from Altuve and nobody else was hitting home runs in this series?
No, they were pitching us tough. They were pitching us real tough. And, you got to give them credit, excuse me, give them credit for, for pitching us tough. They scouted us big time. Your Don couldn't continue killing the ball the way he was in the previous series. So, I don't know what the tally was, but they hit the ball out of the ballpark on us, and that's what they relied on. That's what they've kind of relied on all year. Some walks. They got 2 out hits, and they hit some homers. They hit more homers in our park than we did, and usually that doesn't happen.
Jake in the second row on your right, Dusty.
Dusty, if this does turn out to be the end of Carlos Correa's tenure with the Astros, what do you think you'll remember most about managing him?
Well, I hope it's not. It's not over yet. He's a professional. He's a real leader. Like I said, he doesn't alibi or any excuses. He just comes out, plays the game where he's supposed to play it, and he's a gladiator. He's a warrior, but a gentleman at the same time, and I can tell how our guys gravitate towards him. I can tell even how the opposition always show respect for him, especially when they're around second base. Win or lose, he doesn't clown, he doesn't showboat, he just plays the game the way that, it should be played.
Chandler in the third row on your right.
Dusty, specifically with this game, what did you see from Fried just after the spike play in the first inning? How did he was able to settle in and kind of get into a groove?
Well, he came out throwing fastballs, where last time he came out throwing mostly breaking balls. And, he was well locating that fastball, that 3-0 lead, really, ignited him. He's capable, of those kind of games. He threw a great game against us.
Scott in the fifth row on your right.
Hey, Dusty, you came in this position, runner-up World Series in 2002. I just wonder, how long does it take to get over a tough World Series loss like this? And do you ever really get over it?
No, I don't. I think you get over it. Other people don't let you get over it. And other people don't get over it. You know, to me, we did all we could, you know, to get to this point. And, you know, I mean, I had a bunch of, you know, young guys that had never been in this situation. You know, they played. You know, like, I'm proud of these guys. I'm real proud of these guys. Quite frankly, this one doesn't hurt quite as much as the first one did. You know, because the first one, you know, I thought we had that one. You know what I mean? More than this one. You know, when you got to come back. You know, the last one we had the lead. You know, this one, excuse me, in the series. You know, this one we didn't. And I remember Tom Lasorda, after that loss, you know, he reminded me that our first two trips with the Dodgers, 77 and 78, you know, that we lost. And then we came back and won 81. So, yeah, I feel bad. I feel terrible because I'm not really ready to go home. You know, I ain't been home since I left in February. So, you know, I must have loved these guys and loved what I'm doing because I mean, when was the last time you weren't home? Shoot, this dang near. I looked on the calendar today, it's almost Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? And so it's okay. It's okay.
We'll do two last ones for Dusty. Allison on your left.
Dusty, a little bit more on the younger players, especially the pitchers, Garcia, Urquidy, Valdez, Javier. Just what were you able to see from them? How encouraging is it? I mean, there were bumps along the way, but they just had really good performances. And what did you see from them?
I mean, what I saw was progress. You know, and as a parent or teacher or manager or coach, you know, what you'd like to see is progress. You know, I mean, you hate to see them just stay the same. You know, but I mean, these guys, you know, they're in a position that most young guys, you know, won't be in, and some old guys never were in it in the first place. So this is, you know, I told them, you know, hold your head up. I didn't have a team meeting. I just went around each guy and I said, hey, man, take a little time off, and then you go back to work. Go back to work because you see how long this road is to get to this point. So we just got to come back and do just a little bit more.
Finish up with Danielle in the third row on the right.
With the score being as lopsided as it was, what did you see from the guys, you know, throughout the game in terms of body language, and could you see them kind of wearing emotions on their face, or what was it like in the dugout?
Yeah, I mean, in the dugout, I mean, the guys, you know, still thought we had a chance, you know, I mean, because nobody else might have thought we had a chance, but, you know, like you get a walk and another walk, a hit, a boom, 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 and so, you know, these guys didn't cash it in at all. I mean, this is, you know, there's no give up in these guys, so that's okay. Like I said, you know, we'll be back.
Dusty, you're one of the real greats. Thanks for everything.
All right,
Appreciate
thank you,
it.
man.
Thanks, Dusty.
Look, if you're Dusty Baker, you need your stars to step up. And certainly Yordan Alvarez stepped up in the ALCS. He was ALCS MVP. I mean, he batted .522 in the ALCS against the Red Sox. In the World Series, he batted 100. He had 2 hits in 20 at-bats, 2 for 20. Not going to get it done when hitting out of the 4-hole. I second-guessed this decision to have him play left. I'm not the analyst, David. I didn't like the decision to have him play left for 3 games in Atlanta.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.